And he used to detour a little bit. Hey, Dad, you think I can, and how do you do this? And how do you do that, work the microphone? Because I used to have my equipment set up. How do you work the microphone? Nigga, I took all that down. Because I didn't want him to get influenced by this that I know is a headache and it's a roller coaster.
Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you who the influences are now. When we was kids, it used to be the dude down the block. You know, that hustler's over with now, that's gone, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you who it is now, the rappers that they see on TV, the images that these cats portray, and it's real destructive because a lot of these rappers don't have the money that they claim, especially not the new ones just coming in the game. You living off of advance, bro. Mm-hmm. And that jewelry is more than likely rented or, you know what I'm saying? It's all props, dog, but we project these images, man, to the community, right? It's almost like dangling a steak in front of pit bulls, right? So the kids want that now, so they go do whatever. And the internet has made it to where any nigga can become famous, or at least get 5 minutes of fame. For a minute, you can get attention, right? Mm-hmm. So you got some people, man, that's willing to do whatever they have to do to get attention. If they got to go in there and tell a lie about you or him or me or whoever,
I look at all these people now on the internet. I was just saying this myself the other day. Will do anything to just be somebody nowadays. You get me? You see everybody going, what do they call themselves now? Content creators.
Content creators and influencers.
What the is that? Right. And then half the motherfuckers who call themselves content creators ain't doing nothing but walking around showing themselves. And I be like, motherfucker will do anything today.
Or telling lies about somebody else.
Telling lies, nigga, I'm gonna eat some shit. I'm gonna wear some shit. I'm gonna get on here. Like, there's so many people that just get on the internet and just act fools and shit for attention. You get me? Like, man, I'm gonna film me and my husband in the bathroom getting dressed and pulling pranks on each other.
Hey, I saw a broad. Not to cut you off, dog, but I saw a broad, man. They said this chick make $1 million a month, letting niggas watch her sleep.
It's just like everybody wants to be like.
I ain't mad at that though, dog.
Everybody wants to be famous today, man, or be somebody like you. You don't hear too many motherfuckers like, oh, I want to become a teacher or an educator, or I want to become a motherfucking lawyer, or I want to become. Everybody wants to be a YouTube content creating sensation nowadays. Well, you get me?
I think, man, it's everything changed. Like, cause I think back when I was a kid aspiring to be a rapper, you know what I mean? Like, today it seemed like the main primary reason why niggas want to rap is to be famous.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's to be seen. Even more than get the money to move the mama out the house to, to take care of the family. It's like niggas just need to be seen more. Like when I was growing up, it was like, okay, I want to be the best rapper. You want to have skills. You want to be able to tell stories. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to, like being a rapper was, it was being somebody. It was like a tool that got you out of the hood. Now, like, we wanted to rap to get out, to take care of moms, to get out the motherfucking hood, period. Now niggas want to rap and go straight back to the hood. You know what I mean? It's like, or they put on for the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a real purpose in being an entertainer no more. It's like you said, they just want to be seen, you know.
Like, still, as a kid, what did you inspire to be? Man, as a kid,
you know what, bro?
Like, I'm sure it wasn't like I'm gonna be producing hip hop records or I'm gonna be a podcaster.
Oh no, not at all.
What did you inspire to be as a child?
You know what I wanted to be when I was a little kid, man? I used to be able to draw really good.
Okay.
I wanted to do cartoons when I was a little kid. I really wanted to do. I wanted to do that all the way up into college until I saw how much, especially the technology, wasn't like it is today.
Right.
you know, in order for you to get in the cartoon work, man, you had to go to 4 or 5 different schools. Like when you get your bachelorette, you got to go over here and learn something. You might have to fly over here to China or Japan for a year and learn to do this, depending on what you want to do. You know what I mean? But I wanted to really be an artist, dog. I always like lean toward the arts. You know what I mean? But I never had, even though I played football, I never really had aspirations on being a professional athlete, so to speak. I just always, especially back then, because believe it or not, football players just getting to where they making good money. Back then, when I was coming out, I think the league minimum was $100,000 a year. I knew motherfuckers that was getting jobs that was better than that. And I always thought about the financial aspect. My knees was hurting and back hurting all the time. I was like, man, for $100,000, man, I ain't going out there getting whacked on for $100,000. They got me up.
He wasn't ready for the trenches still.
Oh, no, man. And I was really good. I was good.
I wanted to play baseball, man. I wanted to play baseball like 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wanted to be Michael Jackson.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be him. Then I wanted to be LL Cool J. You know what I mean? And then when I started getting like, I really started selling dope, and I caught a couple cases, I wanted to be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So, life dealt me what it dealt me, but I did aspire to do other things besides music, sports, music. I aspired for that, but I knew if all that would have failed, I probably would have became an attorney or something.
It's like the youth now, like like you said, I don't be a motherfucking rapper, nigga. I don't
Nothing else.
Artist, fucking baseball player, fucking, you know what I'm saying? I want to be a rapper. I think that is why when I had my son, I pushed for something else. Because I already knew that rap bug gonna hit him. Especially with the artists that they have today and his generation and the youth, and you got the 18, 19-year-old motherfuckers who riding around in the Rolls Royces and all this shit. That was gonna influence him if he saw that shit every day.
And the kids, that's real, man.
So automatically it was like, nah, nigga, we getting outside. You nigga, from the age of 3 years old until I could stick it in your brain, you get me? It's gonna be something else besides. And he used to detour a little bit. Hey, Dad, you think I can, and how do you do this? And how do you do that, work the microphone? Because I used to have my equipment set up. How do you work the microphone? Nigga, I took all that down. Because I didn't want him to get influenced by this that I know is a headache and it's a roller coaster. You get me?
Man, every cat I know, man, that's in the business, man, in any part, they discourage their kids. My son, man, he played professional football, right? But it seemed like he more interested in going into the music industry than I'm like, nigga, you playing professional football, leave that stuff alone, man. And I finally told him, if you go work in the industry, you go get a real job. So I hooked him up with my boy that was up in the Universal building. I said, you not doing all this, trying to go develop an artist, and finally you mess around and lose every penny you got, man.
Exactly.
You f around, it's hard, man. It's not no guarantees.
Yeah, I pulled my kids into this shit early, but that was me out here thriving, having him so young, you know what I'm saying, out here thriving, having him everywhere I was. So, now my oldest son, like my younger sons, they want it. They love this shit. My older son, he want it, they love it too. But he was around it so much as a kid that he shy away from it sometimes. And like now, he do his trading and, different things that he do, educate himself, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think when you put them in there too young, they gonna kind of bag up from it anyway.
It'll burn you out, especially with the transition of how shit going today. That's why I say, as a kid, you gotta have some, some other solid inspirations, you know what I'm saying, to want to become, you know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to the talent and people who, chasing that dream. I just feel like with the way it is right now, like I said, kids should be inspired to become something other than the next hip-hop star or the next whatever, you know what I'm saying? Get you some kind of education to where when this starts nagging you, you got something else to fall back on besides trying to be the next oh, I got to be a content creator, or I gotta start a OnlyFans, or I gotta,
Well, from what I see today, bro, my only problem is that if a kid got talent, man, if a kid is talented, and a lot of times the apple don't fall far from the tree. Sometimes if a nigga's been seeing his daddy rap since he been in the crib, he go more than likely possess some kind of lyrical tenacity. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time,
is he gonna have the same success?
Is he gonna have the same success? And now today to become a rapper, dog, it's about everything that's outside of music that's gonna actually get him to invest some money into you.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.